हमारे स्कूल का दोनों स्पोर्ट्स मीट चल रहा है ना, तो लाइक रैंक सारे ब्रांचेस लाइक हमें दूसरे स्कूलों को बुलाना भी नहीं पड़ता स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्पिटिशन। हमारे खुद इतने सारे स्कूल है नवी मुंबई में, हर दूसरा बच्चा कौन सा रायन, अच्छा रायन पब्लिक, सेंट जोसेफ, सेंट मेरीज, सेंट अगस्टिन, सेंट जेवियर, सेंट लॉरेंस, रायन, सब ऐसे ही है। सब हमारे स्कूल है। आपस में इतना कंपटीशन रहता है कि हमें बाकी वाले स्कूल्स में फाइट नहीं करना पड़ता। हमारा आजकल इंटर 17th इंटर रायन इंटर जोनल एथलेटिक्स स्पोर्ट्स चैंपियनशिप।
हमारा चैंपियनशिप नहीं है।
अरे it is a local government recognized championship. Like Navi Mumbai.
So you guys don't have DSO and everything.
We went DSO. हमारे गर्ल्स ने डीएसओ में गोल्ड लाया था, बॉयज ने कुछ तो हाँ बॉयज ने भी लाया था, अंडर 14 या अंडर 16 आई एम नॉट श्योर। दोनों टीम्स में से एक गोल्ड आया था। फुटबॉल में और हॉकी में हम लोग क्वालिफायर्स कर रहे थे लाइक फाइनल्स। रनर अप समथिंग था।
फिर हमारे मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं होता हमारे स्कूल में चल रहा है। डीएसओ के लोग जाते हैं खेलते हैं कुछ ना कुछ बोलते हैं।
चलो इन लोगों ने हम लोग ये दिस इज अ गवर्नमेंट रेकग्नाइज्ड कंपटीशन ना हमारे स्कूल का। तो हम लोग उसमें से हमारा स्कूल थर्ड आया और मैं उसी इवेंट को होस्ट करने गई थी दूसरे स्कूल। मैं यहाँ से स्क्रिप्ट तैयार करके जाती थी नहीं और करने के लिए अपने स्कूल में नहीं, क्योंकि इवेंट आया नेहरू में हो रहा था सेंट लॉरेंस में। बहुत सही इवेंट्स होते हैं स्कूल के लिए, यू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ फन एंड एक्सपीरियंस।
So when is it?
Today it was an instrument I already for it.
अच्छा you went and you came.
I just came. There is nobody at home, so I did not even eat anything. Because I did not have time to serve myself food, eat simultaneously, get ready and come.
What time did you reach home?
I reached home at 3:30. So I just put on clothes and left.
I was just sitting in bed all day and studying. So irritating. एक हम लोग स्कूल में हमारे पेरेंट्स क्या करा वो अतिथि मंदिर में
So मतलब बाकी बच्चों ने लिटरली नहीं देते टेस्ट।
मैंने कल एक टेस्ट देकर 4 वर्कशीट्स की। मैं 8 बजे तक थी।
I don't know how to study today. I'm so exhausted. Exhaustion at a pace of looking at this today.
You don't look exhausted.
I know I washed my face, darling. What do you think that's getting ready again? Or do for?
When you go only to here, you might take exam and you can do those color classes and things. This is too fast.
It's gonna.
I don't know how to do this today, man. I cannot remember this.
Syllabus खत्म कर लिया तो उसके बाद नहीं।
You know how to do it.
ताकि हम लोग छुट्टी तो ले नहीं सकते थे, हमारे माँ बाप को पता नहीं।
Exactly.
बाकी सबको मेरी मम्मी को पता चल रहा है मैं यूट्यूब से मेरे भी इस तरह का दिमाग। My parents are very serious about it.
Same.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Ticket test के marks are apparently more important than board results.
Like 76%. दिया 4 टेस्ट आते थे बाबू 76% से आता है।
Exactly. मेरे को अगर ना अगर 3 में से 11 आ जाए ना तो भाई उस हफ्ते तो छोड़ देना मेरे को सांस लेने की परमिशन मिलेगी। तो मुझे डिसअपॉइंट ही करना चाहिए बार इसमें। You're just not trying to put in efforts at all. The child can see if you would have done this, if you would have done that, if you would have listened to me, if you would have attended more lectures, if you would have asked for extra lecture. None of this.
It's so irritating. And the other children don't even appear for it.
Exactly.
उनको ना भी मैसेज भी जाना बंद हो गया है। क्योंकि सिद्धि ने हैंडफुल 20 लेक्चर अटेंड किए हैं पूरे साल में 20 में है लेकिन 20
स्कूल से
मेरे स्कूल में आ रहा हूँ मैं चालू है
मैं स्कूल से निकल रही हूँ, मैं बस स्टॉप की तरफ आ रही हूँ। स्कूल के आगे हमारा गवर्नमेंट बस स्टॉप है बीएससी का। तो वो घर से मैं स्कूटी लेके गया। लकीली उसने मुझे नहीं देखा, मैंने उसे अर्जुन को देख लिया एट द स्पॉट। wherever I go I see him and Sankara I teach.
But then is he like
I saw him on my birthday for God's sake.
is he like nice anymore?
I don't know. That's exactly what I don't know. He seems to okay. Yesterday, I was in 7-Eleven. He showed up at 7-Eleven. Like, he saw me go in, and at least 5 times he went around staring at me at 7-Eleven on his scooty. Back foot, back foot, back foot. Even my friends noticed.
But then is he not nice? Group is a bad group. Is he in the romantic more or the non-romantic?
Exactly, that's what I don't know.
So it is a very simple.
His friend said that he would not want to date me again. His actions say otherwise. And he's staring at me definitely says otherwise. It's getting old as shit.
It's not. You can't even feel the cold.
Wait, say better. The cold feel kind of. This was reading this and this guy and we saw
You read?
my sister. I crying novels.
Another knocked out from the camp.
This एकदम dangerously unsavory criminal novels.
Your sister reads.
I read. My sister reads romance. Rom-coms.
I want to start with some other type of books. First, I have to finish the books that I have in one series because if I don't complete the series or I have some book pending, then after जाते my it's like okay, this book I have to read the book. बहुत excited होती है. अगर मेरे पास दो बुक है, एक बुक का सीरीज मैंने ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट किया है, even if the book is horrible and even if the other books better, मैं पहला वो बुक रीड करूँगी.
पूरा खत्म कर दो. Wait, what is wrong with him? I think he knows he bunks with me by doing that, so he does it on purpose.
Maybe.
Not that important.
Okay. Last one. You. Are the last three words.
Oh.
You.
Why would you read the last
I always read the last one. You is you. And your first word is oh.
You.
Starts with and ends with you.
Is this novel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pants. खोल के दो हमें pants. Pants?
To catch it, man.
You're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to catch it. How do you think your phone will take the Hi. Hello. AC चालू नहीं है
No, fan will go to that.
No, it's fine.
AC.
See?
My brother told me about that.
Yours folks.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, your folks.
I got a drink that way. I got a drink I cried also. After I woke up.
That's why he
And then he would come.
He'll never show up again. So that time he told us just like he was around. Afterwards, this week he did not turn up.
No.
The others?
Trisha, I don't know. She doesn't come. Siddhi is, I think, out of town and Sanjay the only one.
Next, Siddhi, I think English.
Easy after.
अचानक से आई.
Ah. Hey Siddhi. Oh my god. Alhamdulillah.
अब तो
तो आते क्या चाहते Siddhi?
okay. Let's record whatever we have learned. What things we have learned from that lesson? Electoral politics. What are these? That background we will leave. What do we need election? Why do we need the election? Remember? What are the
able to choose our own leaders.
what are the features of democratic election?
It should happen in regular intervals. And
Some
everyone should
elections
get
also.
free and fair chance. All votes should have the equal value.
Okay. Now, in election system, there is always competition. Is electoral competition is good or not?
It is both
Yes.
good and bad.
Why? Because try. It is good because it remains for a fixed time and like
We are talking about electoral competition.
competition. Competition is
Electoral
good.
competition is both good and bad. Good in aspects where it forces people to constantly fight for the position they want to hold, and bad in the sense that the competition leads to a lot of dirty tactics being used and unfair practices being elected.
And
Not
people
healthy.
people concentrate more on the competition than actually helping or making.
Yeah, but then they somehow have to help them if they are elected because they need to keep the position. So
Okay.
that's the healthy part.
Exactly.
Then we have seen. Then we have also started our discussion on what's our electoral system. First electoral process, the country is divided into constituencies that we have studied. Then we have studied about the reserved constituencies. Remember, SC, ST and all reserved constituency. Then after having that, we have seen the next important task done by the government is to prepare the voters list. Voters list is, what is the other name of voters list?
Electoral roll.
Electoral roll. That is the list of people who have the right to vote. Understood? So after preparing the voters list, then comes what all are the processes involved in an election. Very carefully you try to listen and then we can understand very easily that process. So here I am going to tell the electoral process. The first process is declaration of the date of election. See, this part is done by whom? Election Commission. Okay, Election Commission declare the date of election. When Election Commission declare the date of election, they declare so many more dates. Okay, what are the dates? That is the dates about filing of nomination. Filing of nomination first.
Then afterwards, scrutiny. Then withdrawal. Then campaigning. Okay. Then only we are going to have one election afterwards. Okay. If you are listening properly, then only that processes easily you can understand. So what is that filing of nomination? What is the meaning of filing of nomination? If that is not there, then you just take the list of things. Siddhi, have you signed up?
No.
What are things? That filing of nomination. If I want to contest in the election, I have to go before the election officer and give that security and file my nomination paper. And at the same time, I need some people as guarantors. And I have to pay certain amount as security. These all processes are involved in that filing of nomination. Got it? You tell me what all are involved in that filing of nomination.
Can you explain it once again?
You sign first. That is why half-minded you are. Take away your support, sit properly, then. See, give out. So, think about we are in the election arena. Then we have to file the nomination. Okay. Now, if you are going to contest in the election, what you have to do is go to the election officer. Mostly, the district collector and all are the election officers. There, you are going with two guarantors, minimum two guarantors are required. Then, security amount and the papers.
Do you get the security amount back once the elections are done?
No, if they did not get a certain percentage of vote, they did not get back. If they get above that percentage, they will get back.
Why is that?
See, if you contest the election, you have paid 25,000 as security amount. You cast only the 4% of vote. So your money will go to the government. Got it? So filing the nomination include all the documents plus security plus guarantors. All the details have to be submitted to the election officer, presiding officer. Okay. Now, all those people who are filing their nomination will not contest the election. Okay. So that is why all the papers which you have filed or I have filed will be verified. That process is known as scrutiny. Whether I have submitted all the documents properly or not. All the required things are submitted along with it or not. That process is called scrutiny. Got it? Now, after the scrutiny, there is time to withdraw the nomination. That is, before the election process starts, they are free to withdraw the nomination. That is why it is written withdrawal. Got it? Huh? Now you understood the thing. So filing of nomination how, and scrutiny is what, that is verification of the document submitted, and withdrawal is that you feel that, see, when you have submitted, you saw that who all are contesting, you started thinking that I may not get even 4% of vote. So you are withdrawing. So that time your security amount will get back. After election contested and not got that percentage of vote, then no chance of getting back. Got it? Clear? Now, if you are contesting from certain political parties, the parties only select the candidate. That is why it is written selection of candidate. You want to contest, but the party think that you are not a proper candidate. So that is why selection of candidate is done by whom? Parties. So that is what generally after this one process. Okay. Who is selecting the candidate?
The parties.
Parties. Okay. Now, after that,
Parties like the main parties like the BJP and the Congress.
so all the parties, that is, if a small party also wanted to contest the election, they can also. But that party should have the that is certificate of the election commission for competing. Otherwise, you can compete as an independent candidate. Understood? You want to contest, but you can contest as an independent candidate. And certain places, what happen, if you are contesting as an independent candidate, and some major political parties feel that you are having a lot of support, so they will not keep their own candidate. They will support from outside. Understood? Independent candidate with the support of certain political parties.
I am very tired today.
Why? What?
I woke up at 3 a.m., went to school very early, and just came home. I barely changed and made it here.
You went to school today?
Yeah, we had competitions today, and I was anchoring the entire day. Honey and
Okay. If you want, you just go to washroom. Okay. Now, this process is clear to you? Selection of candidate and then afterwards the filing of nomination. And what is that? In that process, I have already told you what to be submitted. Security deposit is there. Then afterwards, guarantors are also required. If major political parties are there, so many people will come as guarantors. Okay. Then legal declaration. What are the other legal declaration involved?
you need to declare past criminal records,
Yes.
any ongoing cases, or things like that.
That is
Also property disputes.
assets and liabilities also to be shown. It now present day education
Educational
qualification.
qualification.
Okay. These
Though it does not contribute anything if you are selected or not, it is just so that the people know.
See, sometimes what happen, some people, see, if I have done my some extra studies privately,
Yeah.
it is not from the university or like that.
Yeah.
So I got a title like a doctor so and so. So I have published my thesis and all. I got that. So if I am using the doctor against my name, suddenly when these people are seeing that the against my name doctor, what type of uh, qualification is that? Whether medical practitioner or what way. So this can be made as a question by the opposition candidate. So that is why that is also to be declared. Okay. If the university, for example, one American university have granted me. Okay. So I have done PhD online or like that. This is paper submitted and I have been awarded that. So nobody else knowing that. So I am contesting the election and I am using that. So opposition candidate can raise it as a question and I have to prove. Understood? So that time I have to show which university, how it is. We know that is several times some many political leaders about their qualification questions used to arise. So that this is why they have to submit all this. Clear? Now, this information has to be made public. This provides an opportunity to the voters to make their decision on the basis of the information provided by the candidate. So sometimes what it helps the public. This person is highly qualified and this particular area that person is having good knowledge. So we will vote to that person. Or on the other hand, if the person is not an educated person, why illiterate person we have to vote? This type of choices they can make. Clear? Next is that different candidates fill their nomination papers in the election office before the last date meant for the same. After scrutiny, their nomination papers are accepted or rejected. See, I have told you about the scrutiny, is the verification. Sometimes the paper can be rejected. Understood? So, in that time, they can withdraw. So, they are not in the fray of that electoral competition. Is it clear? Then, after that, see, this process is over, withdrawal also over. Then election commission is sure that this many people are contesting in the election. So then the next step is allocation of symbol. Why symbols are allocated?
So that it's easier to
Identify.
Yeah.
See, earlier time, many people or majority of the population were illiterate. So, they cannot read the name. Okay. So, this system was started. Afterwards, what happened? Say, if you are contesting, your name, what is your full name?
Siddhi Chaudhary.
Siddhi Chaudhary. So many such names can be there. So, in order to defeat you, so many Siddhi Chaudharys can file their nomination. So, people have to identify that. So, allocation of the symbol is must. Clear? Sometimes very this thing that in short, if you are telling that surname fully is not written, Siddhi C is written. So people may confuse that it may be that person. Okay. So like that, allocation of symbols. Now who is allocating the symbols?
In election commissioner.
Election commission. Okay. There are some major parties who are having permanent symbols. Can you give some symbols and names of the party?
BJP,
Congress,
Trinamool Congress.
Trinamool Congress, what is the symbol?
It is a clover, 3-leaf clover.
3 leaves and that flower head.
And a hand.
Palm. A palm is Indian National Congress. Okay. Like that, no, not Lok Sabha.
And
That's
Shiv
political
Sena.
parties.
Shiv Sena.
Shiv Sena recently had some problem, no? What is that? Bow and arrow was the symbol of Shiv Sena, and after that Shinde become that chief minister, there was a kind of fight in the court for the same symbol. So then the election commission and the court decided that this Shinde party is having the majority, so they should get this symbol, and the other Shiv Sena got a different. So election commission allocate the symbols. There are some regional parties. This Shiv Sena is a regional party. Regional means only within Maharashtra. Clear? So everything is allotted by the election commission. Got it?
What is the difference between the election commission and the election commissioner?
See, election commission consists of chief election commissioner and 2 more members. Earlier, only one commissioner was there, and that person can be controlled by the political party which is in power. So that is why, in order to avoid that power to be concentrated in a single person, a new amendment was made, and the election commission consists of 3 members: chief election commissioner and 2 more commissioners. Now the question is see, there is always that difference of opinion. So in that case only, that all 3 have to vote, and the majority basis the decision can be taken. It should not be biased decision. That is why the 3 members are there. So commission is the whole thing, and the commissioners are the office bearers. Clear? Now, after completing this allocation of the symbol, the candidates are starting the activity. What is the activity?
Campaigning.
Campaigning. What is the meaning of campaigning?
The parties or the candidates move places to places in order to collect votes, and they give people promises that we will do this and that after we win the election.
Okay. So what happened? Campaigning is the canvassing process. Canvass the vote. So you give vote to us or me. Okay. They use various methods. You told about the meeting, the door-to-door canvassing, public address, rallies, so many methods they are doing. So the whole process is known as campaigning. Now, campaigning, before the campaigning process, each political party prepare what policies they will do. What they will do once they get elected. It is called a manifesto. So, what is the meaning of manifesto? The programs
that we want to implement once we put in power.
They come in power. Clear? Definition, one mark. This way it can come. Okay. Manifestos are prepared by whom?
The candidates.
No, it is prepared by the political parties. So individual candidate, they may not have any long-term policies. Independent candidates, no, how they can give?
Yeah.
They cannot tell that I will construct a road,
I will
They
go.
have basically no resource.
So that is why.
Then after the, if an individual person wins, then how are they able to work with it?
See, after
They never
winning,
win. That's
I'll
why.
tell you, after winning, they are not the part of any political party. Then they are the member of the parliament or legislative assembly. So, as a member of that assembly or that parliament, they will be allotted a certain amount for the development of their locality. They can do according to their plan. Understood? For the developmental work,
Do they have to return the amount?
eh?
Do they have to return it?
No. But what plans they are going to do, how much will be the estimate, how they are going to implement all the things they have to submit. Then only. So if that developmental work require 100 crore. So if one MP is not getting that much, so how much can be allotted, that has to be decided by that parliament committee. Understood? So if only one person is allotted with 200 crores, the other members what they will do? So depends upon that, they have to prepare plans and programs. What is the urgent necessity of the people of that locality? That way they will plan it. And at the same time, if they prepare something that should make further developmental work. See, if they are constructing a marketplace, very developed marketplace, so it will help the people of the whole locality. They can bring the things, they can sell off the, see, in Vashi, that APMC market is there. So producers market is there. So it will benefit that farmers. So that kind of developmental programs they will design. Got it? Otherwise, they are making a promise. Oh, if I become an MLA or an MP, I will do this and that. 100 things they are making the promises and not able to fulfill. Next time, they will not be elected. Clear? Now, campaigning. Any type of campaigning process can be done. Door-to-door canvassing. It can be rallies. It can be public meetings. The main leaders can be brought for rallies and all. Anything.
My father said 84 lakhs for the campaign
For
to support BJP. And he didn't want back anything.
nothing will get, no.
Yeah.
That will go to that election fund. It's like a donation. But
Why would he do
that? Because our family members were, I mean, they were the candidates for BJP from our locality. So they were contesting elections and they were short of money.
so
It's a lot of money. I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, my father even went to court.
What?
For that.
It's not legal, right?
Yeah. Then he made a plan and did something.
Nothing worked back, you know?
Yeah.
They will not get it back.
And even gifted 1 crore car.
To
Why is your father so rich? That's all I want to know.
what
does he do for a living?
Sweet.
I know.
Here, no, it should be given to some needy people. Why this political?
Yeah, now he regrets it.
So it should.
She says it in a very, very
Yeah, she tells us
funny
how
way.
she killed birds and she
Yeah.
thinks nothing.
He's like,
I didn't kill them.
I
Shut
got
up.
12 lovebirds by 11 times.
I didn't kill them.
birds.
I didn't kill them.
Then
They died because of this.
Yeah, they were just like, oogie boogie, I died today.
They died because of the surroundings.
Yeah, you put them in those surroundings. You're a murderer. of 11 whole words. If that was me, I would have cried every single day of my existence. Killing 11
So-
birds is a crime.
Killing the birds. Now that topic we will keep aside. We will think about how
Her dad wasted a lot of
wasted.
If you want to give it,
Please give it to me, Siddhi. I shall require that. Siddhi, please.
you ever
Now-
want to give
now
me
he is
anything?
regretting.
Siddhi, I'm your friend. Siddhi, please,
And
Siddhi.
he says now we just forgive and forget everything. And
Now,
start with nothing.
no more this kind of donations and all. You donate to the really needy people.
Yeah, we do it.
So needy
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
at least one day they will pray for you.
Yeah.
That will be a blessing for you people. That is what. Otherwise, no. That people will go with their own supporters and all in that car and all. They will enjoy. No need.
My father was influenced by that people, so that's why. Even my mother person.
आपने ऐसा किया मुझे अभी भी याद है
My whole family person.
Okay. Why there is a need of election campaign? I'll tell you one.
promote your ideas.
Yes, promote the ideas. I will give you one example. Long back when this what is the party? Aam Aadmi Party started. Means it was not a party at that time. It was just coming up. That time, Aam Aadmi Party kept a candidate.
Was it started from Congress?
Huh? No. It is just this Kejriwal. He was an IAS officer.
Yeah, Kejriwal.
He left his job and then he had so many ideas while he was working. He got so many ideas and how these political parties are not implementing that one. So to challenge and question, he formed the party. Okay. Now, what is the symbol of this party? Can anyone tell me? Aam Aadmi Party.
Symbol of food.
Jhadu.
Broom.
Jhadu.
Broom.
Have you never
To
seen?
clean up.
Have you never seen Kejriwal ka topi? It has a broom. वो C वाला broom. It's not even a proper jhadu. It's a C वाला.
That is what. So this, it was just coming up only. So nobody got the clear idea about the symbol and all. That is what we call it Kharata.
Karada, yes.
So then once when I was coming back from my school, I saw that the people with so many jadus are just standing in the corridor. I could not move. I thought that so many jadus, and they were keeping that broom
Over
high
their
up.
heads.
High up, and then they were just rotating. I was so much frightened by seeing this idea because this I was not having any idea about it. Somehow I managed to get in between and I went to my flat. Then I started thinking that is why these people are coming with the jadus. They gave the bell. I did not open. So that much I was frightened because this many males they were standing with the shadows means it was surprising. After that, I just started asking to my neighbors who were there. Then they told they were Aam Aadmi Party's this thing, propaganda people. Then I started studying about them, what they are, why they selected this one.
Yeah, why?
Why means to clean up. That is their idea.
I thought they were giving that brooms to everyone.
No. They
Why
are not
would they do that?
giving.
Google's
They were
brooms for
propagating
campaigning.
their
Her dad
idea.
gave money and cards.
One color ka
They were telling that this politicians are corrupt.
Yeah, they want to clean.
There is a need to clean up. That is why they took and they requested the election commission to give this as the symbol. Election commission also thought that nobody has such a symbol. immediately granted. So, okay, what was that? Why this one symbols are allocated, you understood, to identify the person or to distinguish the party from party, all these things. Then why the campaigning is there? Campaigning is to draw the attention of the public to a particular candidate or party. Why they are working for. Understood? Now, this campaigning, that is, I have told you, there is a declaration of date. That time itself, they will declare about all these process date. I told you, filing, scrutiny, withdrawal, campaigning, all these dates will be declared at the same time. So, 48 hours before the election, okay, they have to stop campaigning. Why is it so?
Yeah, exactly. That's the most crucial time where you can remind people of your party.
Actually, what happened? The people heard about so much announcement, so much rally, so much speeches, so many things they got. They have to make up their mind whom to vote. So, public this thing that the propaganda should be stopped, and silently they can do the work. That is the time they will give that slips. That is which polling booth they have voted. Silently only. There is no public meetings, no public propaganda, no group activity and all. So the people heard about so many things, so many persons. So it gives them a time to think that is whom to vote for. That is why campaigning is stopped 48 hours before the polling. That is what if the polling is on Sunday or the Monday, then that process will stop by Friday evening. Understood?
That's really tiresome.
So that is why we know that if polling is on Monday, 2 days activity, 2 days work for the polling officers, those who are in duty. Understood? They have to collect that things from that one station to go and arrange that all the things in the polling booth. So polling used to start from 7 o'clock, means the whole things to be arranged. So 2 days, full 2 days are required for them to do all these things.
There are huge lines.
So much work. It is very that tiresome work. Those who are on duty, election duty. Okay. Now this 48 hours are meant for that also. Clear. Even police is also required for this work. So that is why they used to stop the campaigning.
My Nanaji is an avid gun collector, so during elections, his whole box of guns and bullets and all of that, it's all licensed, it's all legally attained. They get taken away during election seasons. Especially, okay, this happens 1 week before or 2 weeks before the election, so that there is nobody, being harmed and nobody being forced into voting for anyone. And then 48 hours before that, there will be like police officers checking our house for any more weapons. Because everything that my Nanaji has, it's all licensed. So the government has record of how many weapons. Why do they come 48 hours before to look through it?
No, that is required because there are certain areas which are very much.
Yeah, we come from one of those areas.
So that area,
vulnerable to violence.
There are that Maoists. There are some kind of terrorist type of activity.
Not terrorist, but gang activities are very.
Gang activity. This one, that the Maoists, they don't believe in that democratic system.
Yeah.
They never allow that people to vote. So what they used to do, they used to dig mines and keep this kind of bones and to damage that deduction activity. So that is why these things are collected. Whether your grandfather is giving it to such kind of people or not. So you are getting it back after
Yeah.
the process.
A week after the election when everything is settled down, we get the record.
Now campaigning you understood, no? Now after that the next stage is polling. What is polling? Voting. Hmm? So what is the process? There are two processes or two ways. One is that secret ballot. What is that secret ballot?
It's a ballot box which you get to write the name of the person or the party that you're voting for and put it inside a box, which is quote unquote safe and secure.
It's
It's
a
an
safe.
election machine. No, that is
That,
EVM.
that is EVM. This is ballot paper.
Oh,
Okay. In that ballot paper, you want fan?
Mr. Chuchiwala, for you.
So this ballot paper contain the name of the person and the symbol. Okay. So this paper, if that 20 persons are there, 20 names plus that symbols. Now what the people have to do? People have to put a stamp either on the name of the person or that symbol. Then what they have to do? They have to fold straight like this. See this way? Straight. Understood?
Yeah.
Why it is? If it is folded upside down, the ink will spread to other place. So then that become invalid.
Yeah, it's from home. I picked it up after.
So it become invalid. What is the meaning of invalid?
Not considered as a valid.
It is not a valid vote. So why that is ink spread to another person? That means you have given two votes. If you are putting the symbol only that stamp, then that it is folded like that. Then again you can fold, so that in a box there is an opening and this paper can be put inside. That was the earlier system. Now also in certain areas it is prevailing. I have told you about that polling officers. They are from some other place. If I am a polling officer and I got a
Jurisdiction.
duty in Thane, so I cannot vote in my place.
Why?
The voting day I have duty. So how can I give my vote?
Yeah.
There is a process that is called postal voting. In that place, some other candidates are there. So I cannot give vote, no. So that is why there is a process called postal voting.
That is only for ballots.
It is in the ballot paper only, and we are giving the vote 1 week or 2 weeks ahead. But the counting will take place at the same time. So postal ballots will be counted first. Understood? So in that also we are doing like that a ballot paper. We are putting our vote, fold it and put it in the box. That vote is called a postal ballot. Is it clear? Because that officers on duty cannot vote in their respective place. No? We are allotted duty somewhere. No? The candidates are also different.
But ma'am, why not they allotted a person in the same
That can cause a lot of cheating and
Yes.
people can convince the people who are
Ah.
working there to let them cheat on the election.
Non-persons, no, then we can, it is believed that
Easily
people
people
will
use the election.
help. Okay, so always we will be given that vote in some other, duty in some other place. Is it clear now? This is called and now when you are voting, that vote is kept secret. Nobody will come to know that whom we have given vote. There is a place where with a cardboard, this one is covered. Understood? And secretly we are putting our vote. So that is why it is called a secret ballot. Nobody will come to know. So that is what about a ballot
Is
paper.
it EVM also secret?
Yes, yes. I am going to tell about that. Now in the modern times, electronic voting machines are there. Electronic voting machines have two machines. One is that ballot unit and the other is control unit. Control unit used to be with the third officer because the person, if I am going to vote, I am not an officer, I am going to vote. So I have to get inside, I have to show my proof, and in the electoral roll where my place is there, they have to confirm that I am the person. All these processes get over, and I will get a slip with a number, and that indelible ink will be applied. Understood? After that, I am going to inside that room to give my vote. So this box also having the same way, that is name symbol like that, and there is a third column. Here is the light pressing button. Understood? You cannot put the ink on it, that is you are pressing. So before that, if the person is ready to vote, from the control unit that the officer in charge will press. Means that machine is ready to vote. Okay, then if I go inside and press the button. Press the button means that on the top there are two bulbs, two color bulbs. One is green and one is red. If the green the bulb is burned, that means we have dropped our vote. And there is a beep sound. Means a long beep sound means I have registered my vote. If I go inside and not give my vote, the beep sound will not come. That will be a problem to the officers because I have that is here that the control unit is already on and the vote is not registered. So we have to make that person to vote. After that only the number will tally. The other person is getting another number, no? So this number have to be tallied. So that is why anyhow the person have to register the vote. And nobody is allowed inside. If the person is going inside, they are telling that I don't know how to vote. Can you just help? We cannot because in that place so many party personals are sitting. Candidates representatives are sitting. They are watching all the process. If anybody going to help, that means we are not doing our work properly. If they are requesting also, nobody can. So we can tell that person to press anywhere that button. Understood? Now, last few election, there was another candidate. Every ballot box is having another candidate. That candidate's name is Nota. None of the above.
Oh,
So I don't want anybody from the above. I can press that one. Nota.
why?
I don't like this and that. I don't want this party and that party. Okay. So, what is given? Majority of the people, they are using the right to vote by using this nota. See, I don't like the policies and the programs of this party and that party.
But there are many.
Oh, nowadays many such nota votes are there. Some places that more than half of the votes will be nota.
Why?
People don't like.
It's so
But then
sad.
what do they do if more than 50% of the votes are?
No, it is not required 50% of vote. It is simple majority.
Yeah.
What is the highest number?
So basically, by doing this, you're just not putting a vote.
No, not putting. It is a right of the person. It is a basic right. Right to vote. We are using that right. But we don't like that person. That is why. See, when election time, some parties' candidates or their party men, somebody used to come and ask for vote. There are so many people who did not come also. We don't know about that person.
Yeah.
Why should we vote to such people whom we are not knowing? That is why modern generation are giving vote to nota. Understood? So right to vote is one basic right. But they are not wasting that basic right also. But they wanted to teach a lesson to the political parties. Unless you change, this is what going to come. In most of the elections, if you count, if you see that the so-called parties which are ruling, they are not even getting 50% of the support. With hardly 37%, they are ruling. Because if a polling booth is having 1,000 voters, hardly 300 will vote. Rest people are not voting. So 700 did not vote. That means they don't want anybody. Out of this 300 also sometimes some 20% not voting. So this is what.
Why?
Now when you are going to get the right to vote, do you have any political assumption that okay, this party is perfect party? No. So you will think either I will vote to nota or I will not vote. Because majority of the people are disinterested in voting. Earlier, this right, people were eagerly waiting to use the right. But present situation is that my vote is not going to make any difference. I am getting one holiday to take a rest. I'll sleep. So this is what the attitude, modern day, many of the people. But when you see the poor people, we know that domestic, that is household laborers and all, the domestic maids are there. So they used to go to vote. They were the first in the line to use the right to vote. They are the real citizens of the country. Others, they take it for granted. They are not interested for using the right. No. Understood? Now, this much process is clear. Polling also over. Now from all the localities, the ballot boxes are to be kept in the stock room. Means very much concealed place. It has to be kept. And as per the earlier this thing, that election commission already declared the date. Now we know that 5 states elections have taken place, or one or other state it is remaining. But result will come on December 5th only.
Yeah.
So what is that? They will calculate. These all things are in the ballot box. Till that time, this party, that party, every party will think that we will win. And on the day of counting, it will start at 8 o'clock, one place only. The whole counting will take place. 8 o'clock when the counting start, as I told you earlier, postal votes will be counted first. Okay. Then afterwards, one by one, that which one? Voting machines. If your school is a polling station, that means it is having 5 to 10 polling booths. So from each polling booth, that boxes will come. Like that, how many places that election had taken place, all the boxes, the votes to be counted. Rural area, urban area, any place. After that, this is not the first time counting like that, some mistake can arise. That is why 2-3 times that recounts also will take place, and then only finally declaration of result. Which party get the majority, or
And
which,
what if both the parties get the equal votes?
like that never happen. At least one vote more than the other.
I heard that they make a coalition government.
It is not like that. See, individual places, individual persons only getting elected. That is, they can be from this party or that party or like that. And if it is a state election, the number of votes, number of seats, that is called seat only. Have you heard this word? Seats. These seats will be counted. Which party get a majority of seat? That party, majority of the seat means it should be absolute majority, not a simple majority. Absolute majority means more than 50%. Which party get more than 50%, that party will be declared as the majority party. And they can form the government. The second part we will see.